I'm Stuart White, Director of VR Product Development at Sony London Studio. Blood and Truth has just shipped, so super exciting time, really. I think, it's just been great. I mean, we're kind of like when you're in the middle of game development, you kind of get quite close to stuff. We made design decisions around our locomotion system, or certainly the pacing of our game, and we just weren't sure how people would react to it. And just seeing that reaction and seeing the lovely reviews that have come in, and also getting to #1 in the all formats chart in the UK was just awesome. So yeah, really, it's been a great time. Yeah, I mean, we're trawling all the reviews to look at feedback. We're trawling message boards and Twitter, and just kind of trying to see what things people liked, what things people didn't like. And it's fascinating because people like different elements. Like, some people love the story, some people kind of like just don't want to pay attention to the story, they just want to go around shooting things or whatever. So people approach it in different ways. But I think the core theme we were trying to get all the way through development was trying to make a game that made you feel like an action hero, and definitely that's really coming through from pretty much all the feedback of, when I see people who've uploaded videos onto Twitter of them doing some precision mode slow-mo where they're throwing stuff into the air and catching it, it's just cool. It's great to see the reaction, and it just is helping to kind of build in the team kind of thoughts about where we want to go next. We're working on our first DLC pack, which will come out later this month, or maybe the start of next month, and that's going to have some of the stuff that we really wanted to get in as soon as possible. So one of the things that the fans are really clamoring for is like a new game plus. So when you finish the game, you can restart the game from the beginning with all of the collectibles and stars you've got to that point. Makes it a lot easier to get to 100%. We're adding leaderboards in as well, so you'll be able to get scoring on all of the levels, and also scoring on our challenge mode, which is kind of like a separate area of the game. And we only shipped with 5 challenges in the box, but we've got loads more challenges coming, and they're all very different. They're not like, if you're familiar with the challenges in the box, we're adding and twisting it in new ways. So we're putting new gameplay with those as well, and we want to keep adding those over the months to come. The story is very much, we set it up as being something as hopefully, if people loved it, as being something that we can continue and build on, and that's fingers crossed where we're planning on going next. So I think one of the great things about London Studio is that kind of innovation that kind of runs through the studio. And I think when the team got to work on PlayStation VR Worlds, the amazing thing about VR Worlds is it was 6 different kind of experiences in the box, but we prototyped a lot more than 6. So I think it gave us a real opportunity to try all sorts of different ways of approaching VR, whether it be just using your head as a controller, or using the Move controllers, or having no controllers with the Shark experience or whatever. And I think we're continuing that kind of the experimentation, and that the VR is such a new medium. It's kind of something that you've got to try it out. You've got to try out. You can start seeing, well, that might work, or that might work. And the only way to really try it is to put on a headset and actually, start prototyping. There's kind of like a design language that as the video game industry have kind of iterated on over decades now almost. Things like the WASD key for PC controls or whatever. And some of those design languages work great in VR, and just some don't work as well. And I think, for us as developers, and not just London Studio, but just anybody in the VR field, the last 2.5 years have been a lot of rapid acceleration of prototyping, trying ideas, and it's great to see people coming at, the medium from different angles. And I think we're just gonna continue to see that experimentation for a good few years. And part of that, I think, is we're going to start to see new genres and new types of games that haven't existed before. So we got a brand new website. Previously, it was like a little hub on the end of PlayStation.com. There's a full London Studio website now there, and we're going to be uploading blogs and talks, and just trying to be, share some of the VR love that we have very much, in the VR passion we have in the studio wider. If you search PlayStation London Studio, you'll find it.